Another week and more uncertainty about the Bears' future. Sports Talk Chicago here with Jon Zaghloul. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Subscribe to the channel for more Chicago Bears and Chicago sports content. We do it all right here daily on the program. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Subscribe. Follow us all over Sports Talk Chicago on social media. Hit up our sponsor, Amish Country Farms, as well in Orland Park. This one is hard to discuss. It's a tough conversation, but we pride ourselves here on tough conversations and on telling the truth. We're not going to sell you BS. We're not going to lie to you. And I think it's fair to say that maybe week after week we need to do a video like this. What does the Bears' future look like? We did this last week kind of as a, not really a jab, but as a one-off. Hey, really tough game against the Packers. What happens if they lose against Tampa Bay? What could their future look like? Well, they lost against Tampa Bay and it was pretty bad. What truly does their future look like? Yeah, I know. It's pretty silent in here. It's pretty quiet. Everybody kind of waiting to hear, because the fact is, Justin Fields did not prove anything to anybody on Sunday. Now, you could say that other parts of the game weren't good, and you're 100% right. The defense was horrible. No pass rush on Baker Mayfield. They had no sacks, only 2 hits. Justin Fields got hit 10 times, got sacked twice. So the offensive line was bad. Defensive line was bad. Play calling, horrible. And yet Justin Fields himself, too, was horrible. 2 picks, 1 touchdown, 2 picks both in the fourth quarter inside 5 minutes. One of them led to a pick 6, which essentially cost the Bears the game. So where do the Bears stand? And what's their future look like? Well, they're already 0-2. They have the Chiefs this week going to be 0-3. So they're going to be 0-3 after the money that Ryan Poles spent. After the job they did in convincing everybody, including myself, that they were going to be good. I really thought they were going to be good. And I mean, not Super Bowl, not even necessarily playoffs, but minimum 9-8. I thought 9-8, sure. No, I don't think it's going to be 9-8. I don't think it's going to be 8-9. I think it might be 6-11. This is bad, guys. This is really bad. And it's an uncomfortable conversation to have. But I think it might just be week 2. Maybe I'm too early. And if I'm wrong, I hope I eat my words, because I want him to succeed. I want him to be great. I don't want the Bears having to scrounge around for another quarterback and draft and do that whole thing again. But I don't know if Justin Fields is the guy anymore. In fact, I'll go one step further. I don't think he's the guy. I don't think Justin Fields is the guy, guys. I don't think so. He should have been better than what he showed on Sunday. I know the play calling was bad, but no matter what the call is, no matter what the call on the field is, you can't be throwing 2 interceptions inside 5 minutes in the fourth quarter, one of which cost your team the game. It was 20-17. The Bears had 4+ minutes to go. They could have driven downfield, scored a big touchdown, or even just gotten a field goal to stay in the game. No. Justin Fields threw a pick 6, threw a screen, a botched one, that was picked off inside the Bears 5 and returned easily in for a touchdown. Then the next drive around wasn't fully his fault, but yet another pick. Another turnover. He fumbled the ball as well, recovered it himself. This is rookie quarterback stuff. If Anthony Richardson did this, C.J. Stroud did this, Bryce Young did this, it would make sense. There'd be criticism, but really not too much. Hey, rookie, got to learn. Bad team, trying to develop. Nope, Anthony Richardson ran for 2 touchdowns on Sunday. Anthony Richardson had 2 rushing touchdowns on Sunday with the Colts. Justin Fields threw 2 picks on Sunday against Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield outplayed Justin Fields. Now, the Bears' defense totally failed and let Baker throw for 300 yards, but nevertheless, he had to make the plays, too. Justin Fields had to make the plays. He did not. He turned the ball over more than he should have, more than Baker, and that proved to be the big difference in this game. This was bad. Luke Getsy is an inept offensive coordinator. And he was hired by Matt Eberflus, so really, Matt Eberflus should be fired along with Luke Getsy today. Because Matt Eberflus, clearly, is not a good judge of coaching ability and prowess. He's not. if Luke Getsy was your hands-down choice for offensive coordinator, and it's just screen after screen after screen, no, you got to go too. Bad choice. The only one who might be able to survive all of this, the only one who might be able to stay alive after all this is Ryan Poles, because Ryan Poles didn't draft Justin Fields. And that's going to be the justification for him sticking around. But I'll tell you this, he didn't even hire Matt Eberflus. Ryan Poles chose Matt Eberflus. They have the same agent, too. Interesting. Yeah. Ryan Poles hired Matt Eberflus. So Ryan Poles is also guilty of this to an extent. To his credit, he tried. He spent a ton of money this offseason, but it's just not going well on the field. The Bears are going to be 0-3 now to start this season. They lost to Tampa. They've lost to the Packers. They're surely going to lose to Kansas City. No doubt about that. Changes are going to have to be made. That's the key. Unless the Bears somehow go 13-4, 12-5, and go on a big winning streak to end the season, people are going to be fired, and rightfully so. And Justin Fields' future is going to be in doubt. Let me ask you all this. You can answer silently or put it in the comments. Right now, does Justin Fields deserve an extension? That's going to be coming up. The extension talks and stuff, that's going to happen at the end of this season. The Bears are going to have to make a decision potentially this season if they even want to exercise his fifth-year option. Does Justin Fields deserve an extension? Yeah, I know what the answer is. It's a hell no. They didn't give Mitch Trubisky an extension. He played way better than this. Daniel Jones fought for an extension and barely got it. And he even played better than this. And he sucks. The Bears are going to have to make significant decisions about their future. And it's safe to say that at this point in the season, everyone's playing for their jobs for the rest of the year. So hopefully that serves as motivation for this team, for this coaching staff, and for Justin Fields. And I don't want anybody to be fired. I don't advocate for people to be fired. I advocated for Matt Nagy because he purposefully screwed people up. But I don't advocate for this coaching staff to go. I don't think they're bad people. They just don't perform on the field. And if things continue down this path, and if the Bears continue to play like this, yes, tough decisions are going to have to be made ASAP. If the season ended today, which I know might sound crazy, but we're already 2 games in, the Bears are 0-2. If the season ended today, the Bears would have to fire Matt Eberflus, Luke Getsy, and let Justin Fields go. And maybe Ryan Poles would survive, but that's about it. So we're going to be sure to do videos about this every single week after every game, win or lose, because it's a week-by-week thing now. You know, at the beginning of the year, we thought, okay, we're not even thinking about firing Eberflus or Poles or letting Fields go or Luke Getsy. But I think it deserves to be said at this point. Key pieces of this Bears team, coaches and players alike, may end their season and be on a different team. They may get fired. That's not controversial. Do you really think Justin Fields deserved a $40, $50 million extension right now? No. Do you think Luke Getsy deserves to come back and the Bears should run it back with him as the OC? No. Matt Eberflus hired Luke Getsy. Matt Eberflus, hold on a minute, is a defensive guru, right? And the Bears gave up 300 yards to Baker Mayfield. Should Matt Eberflus return? No. That's today. Things could change. Hope they do. But that's today. That's your weekly future update and future look for the Bears. The defensive guru, the head coach, gave up 300-plus passing yards alone to Baker Mayfield, who last year couldn't even get on a team if he wanted to. Luke Getsy, the offensive mastermind over in Green Bay, is continually stuck for some reason on calling screens when the Bears have nobody to block. Justin Fields is making rookie quarterback mistakes as a third-year QB. The Bears' future looks bleak. And all these guys, minimum, should be gone by the end of the year. Their defense is horrendous. Williams should be fired. And Ryan Poles really should be fired, but he won't because he didn't draft Fields. If he did, he'd be out too. That's the reality. That's the stone-cold reality about this Bears team today. Things could change. Things could get better, and I hope they do. But I think at this point, it's not even a question. It's not. They're bad. They're really bad. And things are not getting better. And people are going to tell you, don't listen to that stuff. And this guy's crazy. But you know what? No. I mean, I'm done with the mediocre. I'm done with the BS. I'm done with selling me an inferior product because that's what the Bears do every year. Oh, yeah, we're going to do great. And then they suck. And then everybody sticks up for them because no one wants to admit the truth. People just want to live in the lie, live in the delusion of how good this Bears team really is. I'm sick of it, guys. They suck. This is really bad. This is worse than what was expected to occur. This is worse than last year. Last year, they beat the 49ers week 1. It was an upset. It was exciting. This is bad. All around bad. No, very few positives. Maybe 5 or 6 players deserve a star. Everybody else sucks. You cannot sit here and tell me, seriously, as a football guy, yes, I think a lot of these guys deserve to say, yes, I'm excited about what's to come. No, you're not. They blow. They're horrible. This is really a sad and tough situation for the Bears, and I wish them all the best. But I think it's just worth making this video week by week and alerting you as to what is truly going on with this team. These are significant problems. These are issues that have not and maybe will not be resolved. If this continues, guys deserve to be fired. But as it stands right now, everybody should be put on the hot seat. Everybody should be put on notice. I can't even believe it's going this bad. They fooled me. I thought it'd be better than this. But nope. They're worse than they were last year. And if that's the case, everyone needs to go. Thanks for watching today's show here on Sports Talk Chicago. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Big thank you to John Meadows directing and producing. Subscribe to the channel at Sports Talk Chicago and join the conversation. Follow us all over at Sports Talk Chicago on social. Hit up our sponsor, Amish Country Farms, link in the description. And join us this week for more Bears talk, more great Bears stuff, and a Bears live stream for the Chiefs game on Sunday. So long, everyone.